Welcome to FRC Media News for Thursday, June 9th, 2022. I'm Keith Tebow. The city of Fall River could be in line to receive more state funds for infrastructure and economic development. We meet Fall River's new city councilor, and with school winding down, we look at some options for kids this summer. All this and more coming up. Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker and Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito were in Fall River this week to promote how the city can benefit from a proposed $3.5 billion economic development plan. Prior to touring Millstone Medical Outsourcing in the city's industrial park, Baker and Polito says its future opportunities for resiliency, workforce, and revitalized downtown, or FORWARD program, will benefit cities like Fall River as it continues to recover from the effects of the pandemic.
The work associated with planning, designing this work now, it will come online over the course of the next couple of years and can continue the momentum that we have here in Massachusetts coming out of the pandemic.
Because we're coming out of COVID, we need to recover. We need to think differently about what our downtowns look like. What opportunities can we take advantage of to expand industrial parks like this and create more jobs and opportunities like the ones here?
If passed by the legislature, the city of Fall River is expected to receive over $9.4 million for water and sewer line lead abatement, replacement of the Wilson Road pumping station, a restoration study for downtown, and a review of the city's site plan ordinance.
It does the water and sewer pumping station on Wilson Road to the tune of $2.5 million, and it also gives us a program for a lead pipe abatement of $5 million. Plus, as you said, some other incidental money, which is now, I guess, millions are incidental, to do some work downtown and some other planning. It's very important. I mean, anything we can do to move Fall River ahead is what we're looking for. It's great to have partners at the State House, whether it's our own local delegation or the governor and lieutenant governor, who are willing to come down and talk to us about some ideas and proposals that they may want to fund. And it's only positives. Anything we can do to get some of these lead pipes abated, I think that would be great also. So, I mean, let's hope it works out and we'll do the best we can.
Money for the state project will come from both state ARPA funds as well as planned borrowing. Laura Jean Washington has been appointed to fill the position on the Fall River City Council, left vacant by Councilor Trot Lee last week. Councilor Washington, who finished 11th in last year's city election, was selected to serve after 10th place finisher, former Councilor Christopher Peckham, declined the appointment as outlined in the city charter. Councilor Washington comes to the chamber at a time when the City Council is deliberating the FY 2023 city budget.
I'm so excited for this opportunity. This is why I ran. This is what I wanted. I think I can, offer a lot to my city. But I'm coming in at a very busy time, budget season. So my first obligation is to really, I don't like to be not prepared. So to get prepared and read up on the budgets and, what's going on. Relationships are everything. So capitalizing on, the knowledge that people already have, talking to counselors, talking to the administration, talking to the department heads, just getting as much knowledge as I possibly can, talking to former city councilors who know. Communication is key. You can't do anything in a silo. I have a lot ahead of me, a lot to learn in that budget, so I will take as much knowledge from anybody.
Councilor Washington is looking forward to bringing her professional experience and love for the city into her new role on the council.
My background is a psychotherapist, and I run addiction medicine clinics, psychiatric clinics. So I have a strong foundation in the human service world. And so to bring that to the table in and of itself, I'm very excited to do, to help in that arena. Public safety is huge for me, and I know a lot of people say that, but that all comes in to the mental health of the city and the runnings of the city. And so, keeping the city safe, protecting and keeping first responders, all of them taken care of. So those are all important things. But incorporated in that is really keeping the city beautiful and moving forward. And what did we learn from COVID? We learned a lot from COVID. And what can we take with us and continue doing? I love outdoor dining. I love those things. So continuing those things that we've learned that are successful. So I think it's a lot. And so as I ease into that, I'll find my place to be able to be a voice to move those things forward.
Councilor Washington will serve as chair of the panel's Health and Environmental Affairs Committee, while also serving on the Public Safety, Ordinances and Legislation, and Economic Development and Tourism Committees.
Health and Environmental, I think that is such a good fit. I serve as the chairperson for health and safety in my organization now. So, I mean, these are just absolute great fits. I'm a representative for the veterans. I love the veterans. They are near and dear to my heart. So I'm thrilled that I'm on some of these committees. Neighborhoods, I mean, I'm a Fall River girl through and through. So when to be a liaison for the neighborhoods and what's going on, I'm just so excited to be able to help my city. That's why I ran, and I have an opportunity to do that. So,
seniors at BMC Durfee High School received their diplomas at graduation exercises held last Friday evening at Mac Aldrich Field. This is the third graduation ceremony held at Durfee, where students have been impacted by the effects of the pandemic, a fact not lost on class salutatorian Nikolai Rodriguez.
Remember the years lost through the pandemic and assume the responsibility of rising past the ashes of conflagration to define our future. The pandemic was a monumental time in our lives, for the worst reasons. To put it simply, the odds were stacked against us. Returning from a novel post-pandemic atmosphere, the reconstruction of our high school was simultaneously taking place, and we resumed studies in a totally brand new building following our return from virtual learning. It was a huge adjustment to undertake. We went from studying in our bedrooms to that of the grandiose hallways of our new building. Always remember that the flames of our determination, resilience, and success will always have the power to extinguish the tears of loss, confusion, and anxiety. To put it simply, I enjoyed my time at Durfee, and I sure hope that we, the class of 2022, continue to find hearth in whatever it is that we do.
The ceremony also featured the story of perseverance of senior Evanida Forts, who, along with her sister, suffered abuse at the hands of their father.
My older brother stepped in and took care of us. When we were being taken away from the home, my father said, "You guys will never be anything in life." Well, today I stand here to show him the complete opposite. Today I showed a power. Today I showed a power of perseverance. Today I showed that despite the difficult decisions you may make for yourself or your family, it will be worth it. You are worthy of success and happiness.
Argosy Collegiate Charter and the Atlantis Charter Schools also held graduation ceremonies last Friday. Diamond Regional Vocational Technical High School had set its graduation exercises for tonight, but inclement weather has postponed the event until tomorrow, Friday, at 6 p.m. The city of Fall River last week welcomed 18 new members of the fire department after their graduation from the latest training academy. Fall River hosted recruits from New Bedford and Lakeville as part of the 31st Academy class. During the ceremony hosted at Bristol Community College, Fall River Fire Chief Roger St. Martin told recruits they're entering one of the most respected professions of public service, one which comes with immense responsibility.
You should strive to further your knowledge in all facets of the all-hazard response to address the needs of your customers, the citizens of your respective community. Whether through academia, Mass Fire Academy, or other training venues, continue to learn and grow in your chosen career. Remember, when people are having their worst day, they're calling you to mitigate their problem. Okay? As of today, it's not your emergency, it's the citizens' emergency. It's your job. It has been written that in public administration manuals and periodicals that if a municipality's fire department is not the most trusted and respected municipal department, then there's a problem. This trust and esteem is bestowed upon you by the fire EMS members who came before you and earned their respect. Don't let them down and cause this respect to be lost. Always be professional.
The United Way of Greater Fall River is contributing $25,000 in support of training prospective teachers to educate students here in Fall River. The money is in support of Teach for America, which recruits diverse college graduates to teach for 2 years in low-income school districts.
Our mission or vision at Teach for America is that one day all children in this nation will have the opportunity to attain an excellent education. And the way that we do that is by recruiting outstanding, equity-minded young people and have them teach for 2 years or hopefully more in communities where they can get proximate to the problem of educational inequity and therefore become lifelong leaders for change. And I feel like we see that in many places across our state. We're in 9 communities here in Massachusetts, but perhaps nowhere more than in Fall River. The vision of education in this community, it feels palpable what people are striving for their young people here. And we're just so excited to be part of the community, linking arms with all of you and making sure that our core members are getting the training and support that they need to be able to have an impact.
Kim Smith, Executive Director of the United Way of Greater Fall River, says this is the 11th consecutive year the United Way has contributed to the work of Teach for America here in Fall River.
This grant will support the core of nearly 30 educators working in Argosy Collegiate Charter School, Atlantis Charter School, Henry Lord Community School, Cuss Middle School, and Talbot Middle School, all in Fall River. Upon completion of their service, many core members remain as teachers in their schools or pursue further opportunities in education and educational equality, increasing the teacher pool and educational talent here in Greater Fall River. I can't stress enough how much we value our partnership and the positive influence our core members have on so many of our young children. We are proud to provide critical support that increases and provides TFA and our schools with meaningful resources at a time when they are taking on increasingly hard and ever more urgent work.
Henry Lord Community School teachers Emma Dunlop and Adrienne Long say their experience with Teach for America has prepared them to be better teachers.
I knew that I wanted to be teaching, but I wasn't quite sure how. And I wanted to make sure that I was supported and could connect to my community when I was going to start teaching. And so TFA sort of held my hand through the licensure, but also provided me the training that I needed to be an effective teacher in the special education classroom and co-teaching, our general ed curriculum as well.
I think the thing that stands out to me the most is the different kinds of supports that we've received. We have coaching from our mentors, our MTLDs. We have just community learning days, so we're engaged with other core members. And I think my favorite part is working at a school with other TFA core members because we're able to kind of support each other in dealing with all these different challenges and kind of tackling these new things and like picking each other's brains for how to solve different problems. And so that has been the most impactful for me.
All Fall River schools will end their academic year in the coming weeks. That means it's time for parents to look at options to keep their kids busy this summer. At the Boys and Girls Club of Fall River, they're preparing for a full enrollment of 300 students a week, ages 6 to 12, for its Camp Welch in Assonet. Executive Director Bill Kiley says campers will experience a renovated facility that is both spacious and safe.
We put in 2 new swimming pools, a beautiful 80 by 120 foot pavilion, brand new bathrooms, and we really increased the footprint of usable space in camp. And it was, real fortune for us because it happened at the onset of COVID, and it gave us the opportunity to be open that first summer of COVID and the summer of 2020, and we were able to really keep kids separated, safe, socially distant, all over the camp facility. And, we developed, I think it was 30 or so different activity areas where kids would rotate through. And it's one of those things that we've maintained because we found that kids like the structure of it, and they rotate through activities every 40, 45 minutes, and it makes their camp day go by fast, and they have an opportunity to try all kinds of different activities.
Unfortunately, all sessions of Camp Welch for the summer are full, but there are still slots available for teens 13 to 15 to take part in the club's Summer Teen Enrichment Program, or STEP, which is held at its Bedford Street facility.
They have programming, enrichment programs that focus on job readiness, life skills, social emotional learning, And then there's also the social recreation, physical activity piece. But in the past, we've done UPS Road Code is a Boys and Girls Club program, Safe Teen Driving. Money Matters is a financial literacy program that they've been involved in. And then some of the other social emotional programming that we do focuses on making, healthy decisions about risky behaviors that teens are going to face no matter what. So we, hope to prepare them to make good decisions about risky behaviors.
The STEP program begins on July 11th. To find out more, you can contact the Boys and Girls Club of Fall River at 508-672-6340 or online at fallriverbgc.org. Greater Fall River Recreation is gearing up for its summer slate of activities that begins later this month.
We have our popular sailing program. There are 5 sessions. That starts on June 27th. We also have basketball on Monday evenings here at our center. We have our judo program Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, a comic arts program on Wednesday evenings, as well as a new volleyball program to teach kids the skills and drills of volleyball. We have a tennis program that runs Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at Featherdick Courts, which is on Phillips Street. We collaborate with the Community Tennis Association with that program. So there's plenty for kids to do, a variety of different activities. We also have a dance, street jazz for kiddos that like to dance. So again, if they want to register online, they can go to gfrrec.org, or they can call us here at 508-679-0922.
More positive news on new COVID infection numbers in the city of Fall River. Here's the latest from a report issued last Thursday, June 2nd. 158 new cases of the virus were reported last week, down from 243 the week prior. The city now has 30,883 total cases of the pandemic since March of 2020. Vaccination rates remain flat, 71% of city residents having received at least 1 dose of the vaccine, 63% fully vaccinated, and only 28% of all city residents have received the first COVID vaccine booster. We'll have more FRC Media News right after this.
Here are some job descriptions on the latest hot jobs list from the Mass Hire Fall River Career Center. Community Mental Health Clinician. Corrigan Mental Health Center, located at 49 Hillside Street, is looking for a full-time community mental health clinician to evaluate, develop, implement, coordinate, and monitor the delivery of rehab services within adult community clinical services. Job number 169-49166. Music teacher, Cuss Middle School, located at 52 Globe Mills Avenue, seeks a full-time music teacher to teach techniques of vocal and instrumental music and to develop knowledge and skills in listening, reading, and performing music. Job number 169-52844. Human Resources Coordinator, Diamond Regional Vocational Technical High School, located at 251 Stonehaven Road, is seeking a full-time Human Resources Coordinator, responsible for implementing all human resources functions at the Greater Fall River Vocational School District. Job number 169-52518. Dietary Aid, Next Step Healthcare, located at 1748 Highland Avenue, is looking for a full-time dietary aide. For more information, call 508-730-1070. Taco Comfort Solutions, located at 583 Bedford Street, has an immediate need for the following full and part-time positions. Assembler, job number 169-52750. Tank and Welding Supervisor, job number 169-52752. For more information about these or other positions, visit Mass Hire JobQuest at jobquest.dcs.eol.mass.gov or call the Mass Hire Fall River Career Center at 508-730-5000.
Welcome back. Fall River Heritage State Park has a full slate of exhibits for visitors to the park this summer. Park Visitor Services Supervisor James Lope says the first exhibit, entitled The Picassets, Past and Present, looks at the history and continued participation of the Picasset tribe within our region.
A lot of people who have come through have been very surprised to know there's an Indian tribe still living in Fall River. These Picassets have been here for 10,000 years. And they used to have a reservation along with the Watuppa Pond. But if you come to Fall River Heritage State Park, you'll see an exhibit about them, and the Picassets they're actually here almost every day to be guest curators and docents and explain things to people.
Another exhibit is a display of material from UMass Dartmouth that explores the cultural history and impact of Portuguese immigration in Fall River.
There's a wonderful exhibit that tells the whole story of Portuguese immigration to America. And everybody knows the Portuguese are the largest ethnic group in southeastern Massachusetts, and this exhibit takes us all the way back to the 1800s. And it's on loan. It'll be here for the whole month of June, all of July, maybe part of August, and it's a very colorful exhibit. There's been a lot of enthusiasm.
The park is also paying tribute to Fall River native and composer Joe Raposo, who helped establish the musical sound of Sesame Street.
So what they've done is they've shared a lot of memorabilia from Mr. Raposo. I've got a cartoon in there from Charles Schultz from Peanuts that was special, a special gift to Joe Raposo. We have my favorite part of the exhibit are his scribbled notes as he's writing the song Sing, where he's crossed out certain lines to see what they could have been and what they were. And along the walls we have two story walks. What they did at Sesame Street is that they took Joe Raposo's songs and put them into songbooks. Okay, so you have the songs as they're sung on the show, then you have them as children's books, illustrated children's books. So we've taken the children's books and put them all along the walls of the lobby here, so you can walk along around Fall River Heritage State Park in the Thomas Hudner Memorial Building. You can walk around our lobby and actually read aloud with your kids. Come along, read the songs, read the books, and sing along as you walk around the lobby.
All three exhibits will be on display within the Hudner Building at Heritage State Park until at least the middle of July. The park is also hosting special screenings of FRCmedia's Safe Houses, the Underground Railroad in Fall River, on June 19th and 20th in celebration of the Juneteenth holiday. We will wrap up this edition of FRC Media News right after this.
Welcome to Hot Dogs and Cool Cats. Today we have Beamer. He's a 9-year-old male pit bull. He's about 50 pounds. He was an owner surrender. A very healthy older man. He doesn't show his age very much. He likes to stay active. He's kind of out of his puppy phase, so he's not too energetic, but with a breed like this, you definitely want to keep him active. We ask that he goes to a home with no kids, as we don't know his complete background and things can come up. We also ask that you own your own home. Most bully breeds are more aggressive type breeds. Insurance requires that you own your own home, so we just stick with that. He's very sweet. He loves to have his butt scratched. He's more of like a hangout kind of dog. He's not too keen on toys. He doesn't really seem to know what to do with them. He's more of a hang out with you, chill on the back porch kind of dog. If you want to come down and meet Beamer, come down to 300 Linwood Street at Forever Paws Animal Shelter. You can set up a meet and greet and fill out an application. Beamer would love to meet you.
Welcome to Hot Dogs and Cool Cats. We have some really cool little kittens to show you here. We have Bradley, the orange one. We have the black, who is Zed. And then we have the tabby, who is Maisie. They are 8 weeks old. They are a little shy and a little nervous right now, but we're going to pick them up and show you each one individually. This is Bradley. Bradley is a little nervous. Bradley is 8 weeks old, but he will make someone a great pet. He'll do great in any home. This is Zed, the little black and white one. He's a little nervous too. He as well is 8 weeks old. He's a little hissy because he's nervous. And we got Maisie. Maisie is a black and gray tabby. She is very sweet. She's 8 weeks as well. She is nervous too. They can be adopted separately. They're not really bonded. If you're interested in any one of these kittens, please fill out an application and send it to Forever Paws and call to make an appointment to come down and visit them. 300 Linwood Street, forever paused.
That's all for this edition of FRC Media News. Please visit our website at frmedia.org for all the latest news and local information. FRC Media News airs Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. For all of us here at FRC Media News, I'm Keith Tebow. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you next Thursday.